Hi guys, welcome to Bloom Chakra Healing Tarot. Thank you so much for joining me. We are trying this all over again. I just did 25 minutes of a Scorpio reading, only to discover that there was no sound coming through. Thank you so much to Champagne Sea, who actually let me know that there was no sound. And thank you so much to everybody that watched for 25 minutes with no sound. Like, you're amazing. So obviously started again. There was no rhyme or reason for that sound being missing. So I'm just hoping that we have sound. Can you just let me know in the comments if you can hear me? Because there's obviously some funny things going on with the computers today, being in this 12/12 moon portal. But if you can let me know in the comments if you can't hear me, that would be fantastic, and we shall get going. So I've already pulled some cards, so we're just going to go through them again, and I'll explain what we're doing. We're doing a really special thing today. So I've actually done for Scorpio, we're going to look at each of the 10 degrees of Scorpio within the zodiac. Now, each zodiac sign is split up into 3 degrees, so 3 sets of 10 degrees. The first decan is October the 23rd to the November the 2nd. So if you're born between those dates, Scorpio, then actually you are governed by Mars, interestingly. Now, I know that Scorpios are generally known as being ruled by Pluto, but actually, when you break it down into the 3 decans, you're actually in Mars in the first decan. You're ruled by Mars in the first decan and Pluto. In the second decan, Scorpio, if you're born between the 3rd and the 12th of November, you are ruled by the Sun as well as Pluto. And Scorpio, if you're born in the 3rd decan, or the 3rd set of 10 degrees, you are, which is the 13th to the 22nd of November, then you also have Venus governing you as well. So I'm going to quickly show you the oracle cards that we've already pulled out. We got these beautiful 2 birds from the Wild Unknown spirit deck, animal spirit deck. You got the vulture and the hawk, which I really do feel is all about seeing, you know, they're both an air sign, obviously, because they are winged creatures, but also these 2 creatures have incredible sight. They're both predators. They're both top of their game in their world. And I think that this is a very interesting set of energies taking you into this moon portal. You're obviously seeing through, you're seeing past, you're seeing the woods for the trees. Maybe this is seeing with your 3rd eye. Maybe your spiritual side is really starting to wake up and help you navigate through this karma ending cycle that we're in. So the 12/12 moon portal is all around ending our karma, ending our karmic cycles, healing what needs to be healed, and moving into 2020 with this fabulous new freedom energy. And I just love that these 2 birds really are the sort of kings in their domain, and they are your animal spirit guides for this moon portal. And I think, you know, they both have great throats. They have great voices, and I am using my throat chakra card from my Essential Earth Oracle deck, which is a free download for you. It's available at my website, and that detail's in the description box. And today was the day that I actually posted the throat chakra card. So I'm taking today as throat chakra day. So if there's anything that you need to speak your truth around, or you're feeling like there's something you need to get off your chest, then today is the day, or this whole moon portal is the time. But today we're going to use the throat chakra card as an extra energy for you. And you also got the circle of life, which I really love with these 2 birds. You know, these 2 really are the top of their food chain. They represent that amazing circle of life. They certainly get that bird's eye view of this stone circle when they're out roaming around their domain. And I feel that this is about cycles. This is about the ending of a karmic cycle. You're standing in your power. You have everything you need to move forward, and there's a lot of spiritual, magical energy that comes from recognizing the cycle of life and recognizing your part in it. Recognizing that we all have a part in this amazing machine of the universe, and each one of us is significant and unique and meant to be part of this. So I hope that these energies help give you some extra awareness, some extra sight, and extra richness in the cycle that we're in. So we'll put those there. Okay. Right. So I'm going to move these ones out of the way so you can see. And we shall work on Scorpio first decan for those born between October the 23rd and November the 2nd. And you are ruled by Mars as well as by Pluto if you are born within these dates. So I'm hoping that by giving us a little more of a deep dive into Scorpio and how the three decans actually play out within the zodiac, you'll actually get a little bit more specific detail just for you. And as we go through these karma ending cycles, you might get a little bit of extra information. But to be honest, the whole reading is for all of you, Scorpio. So I won't timestamp it in the description box, because I do think there will be lovely messages for you all. I will let you know that we are listening to 963 hertz, which is the frequency of the gods, awakening Kundalini, activating our pineal gland and our third eye chakra, and also helping cleanse our aura and give us tranquility and a meditation mind. We are using lots of lovely essential oils, but in the interest of time, I'm going to let you just read all that in the description box if you're interested. There's all of the information is down there, including about the decks that I'm using. And I think we shall begin. So Scorpio, if you're born between these dates, this first bit is for you. And you have the scarab crowning your cards. Put that there. So this is really interesting, Scorpio. Your first four cards are from the Tarot de la Nuit, and you have the Five of Swords. You have the Three of Swords. You have the Nine of Swords. And you have the Six of Cups. And what I really feel here is that, I mean, this is, the Three of Swords is very much the heartbreak card. Having had your heart ripped out by somebody. And this is pretty much how it makes you feel, pretty vengeful and angry. She looks like she's ready to take a bit of revenge with that ice crystal she's got there. And this is the Nine of Swords. Feeling thoroughly beaten down by what's gone on. You're stuck. I mean, actually what I'll say is you were stuck. I think because you get the Six of Cups as well, which is still looking like a bit of a dark melancholy energy. Actually, the Six of Cups is about victory. It is about success. It is about overcoming. And I feel that even though it's a dark street, there's a light. There is a light at the end of the street. There is a light at the end of the tunnel. And I think this is an overcoming of this heartbreak, this stuckness. And I think this is a past energy for you. And I think this is really where you're standing now, at the beginning of a new journey. So that's fantastic. So let's see what Tarot Nefertari has to say. Obviously, I have already seen these cards because I did just go through the reading before, but obviously I want to show it all to you again. You got the 7 of Cups, suggesting that you had quite a few options, quite a few possible paths you could take and weren't really sure what path you were going to take. Champagne Sea, thank you so much. You're back. Thank you for saying there's sound now. I'm really pleased. I don't know what happened there, but you are amazing that you let me know. And thank you so much for watching for so long without sound. I think you're amazing. So very pleased you're back. Thank you. And obviously you're hearing this properly now for the first time. So 7 of Cups, did have a lot of options, weren't really sure which ones to take, weren't really sure which ones were right. But then you get the 8 of Cups. Now, that is pretty awesome. The 8 of Cups is a real progression from the 7. 8 of Cups is like having all 8 cups full of everything you've ever wanted. This is certainty. This is here for you now. This is not the uncertain, what am I going to do energy. This is, it's here. I know what I want. It's coming for me, and I'm going to be ready for it when it comes. And you also get, with the lovely golden Tarot Nefertari, you got the Lovers and you got the Hermit. The Hermit is Virgo energy. It is Earth energy, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, but very specifically Virgo. And you get the Lovers. So I'm wondering whether there has been heartbreak with an air sign, because all of these swords in your past energy make me think of an air sign. So potentially you're dealing with a Libra, Aquarius, or a Gemini. And I'm feeling very much, I mean, obviously the Cups is water energy, so Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. But I feel that because the Hermits turn up, I'm very keen to think that there's a Virgo involved here. Or maybe you've got a lot of strong Virgo in your chart, Scorpio. But there is the Lovers. And because they sit side by side, I do think that maybe your new love, the new choice that you've made, away from this air sign that was giving you grief, wasn't giving you what you needed, was just giving you heartbreak. You've moved on and you've moved towards a real love, a twin flame love, divine love. And that's just beautiful. So this is definitely a love reading for the Scorpios born between the 23rd of October and the 2nd of November. Now let's have a look at your oracle cards from the Witch's Wisdom. Yeah, you got Hex, Banishment. And you got Altar, Dedication. Now this speaks to me of possibly a hex that you've put on someone, possibly that revenge that you've taken, but definitely a banishment of that energy, of that person, of that behavior from your life. It's like, just move from me. I don't need that in my life. I am moving on, moving up, moving forward, and I don't need anything that's going to keep me stuck in a low vibration. So you've just said no to this air sign or this air energy, and you're moving forward with so much Cups, emotional energy, and possibly, seeing here on the altar, you have these 2 little figures sitting side by side of the cup. And I feel that this is, again, representing a union, a happy union between 2 people surrounding a cup of love. And this is where your dedication is now. You're done with this. This is over. And there is only good things ahead. So really, really exciting. And I'm really happy for you. So we shall put those to one side. We'll keep them out because we might pull a few sort of, overarching energies if they seem to come through. We'll put those there. And we shall move on to Scorpios born between the 3rd and the 12th of November. And if you're born between the 3rd and the 12th of November, you also have the sun ruling you, ruling your sign, as well as Pluto, which is a beautiful energy to have the sun around you. The sun is symbolization, is that a word? Is symbolic of the twin flames as well in the tarot. So you may well be, finding that a useful bit of information as well. So let's have a look. You've got the little dolphin who's been crowning your cards and keeping them safe for us. So we'll put them there and we'll have a look at what the Tarot de la Nuit has to say. You have the 5 of Pentacles. The 5s are a sign of contrast. They are a sign of getting rid of the things we don't want in our life so that we can have the things that we do want. You have the Queen of Cups. Cups is Scorpio, Cancer, or Pisces energy. Pentacles obviously is Earth. Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. You have the Strength card, Major Arcana. Sign of Leo in the tarot. And the Queen of Wands. Oh my goodness, 2 queens. Queen of Wands is fire. She or he, you can roll the reversal whichever way you want, masculine or feminine energy. But the order they came out in was like this. So you've got the Queen of Cups and the Queen of Wands and Strength and the 5 of Pentacles. Let me just show you the 2 queens together. Now that is powerful energy. That is really powerful energy. Maybe you are the Queen of Cups, Scorpio. Male or female, doesn't matter. Maybe this is you in your energy. Maybe this is you too. Maybe you are manifesting a lot of stuff at the moment and you are in this fire energy as well. Or maybe you're dealing with a fire sign. You did get Strength as well. Major Arcana, sign of Leo, sign of fire. Someone fantastic on YouTube has been talking about the Strength card as being the Beauty and the Beast card as well. And I really resonate with that as well. Who's the beast in your life, Scorpio? Is it a Leo? So we've got earth, water and fire here. No air so far, but that doesn't mean that there couldn't be an air sign with you as well. But these are the energies that have come out. Let's see what the Tarot Nefertari have to say for you. You have the 4 of Wands. Fire energy, the sign of union, the sign of 1111. A lot of magical spirituality around the sign of Wands, the 4 of Wands. This is twin flames coming together, union, matrimony, marriage, love, partnership, holy, spiritual, divine partnership. You have the Queen of Wands again. Amazing. Look at that. Queen of Wands and the Queen of Wands. So you are I think you are dealing with a fire sign. That's starting to ring true for me. You have the Four of Pentacles, another four. Another 1111. And you have the Seven of Swords. The Seven of Swords. The Seven of Swords can be seen as quite a negative energy sometimes, but I think in this deck, I think it's a very powerful energy. I think what you've got is a sense of bringing something into being, manifesting your dreams. Maybe you're still on that journey. Maybe it's not complete yet. But this is something getting going. This is something exciting that's coming together for you. And it certainly feels like there's a lot of fire coming for you. Maybe you are manifesting all this fire yourself, but this feels like, I mean, actually, there's a lot of manifestation. This is a lot of manifestation. So you are wholly involved and wholly in control of this, Scorpio. The fact that you got the Queen of Wands twice, that's true clarity that this is divine spiritual gifts from the universe. So positive, so much abundance. So let us look at your oracle cards from the Witch's Wisdom. You get cloak, concealment. So something's being concealed, something's being hidden. Maybe something that has been concealed is being revealed. Magic is what I see when I look at this card. Magic in the forest, magic being performed in the wood. This person has a lot of power, a lot of positive energy, though. It's not a dark energy. It's not a concealment of negative vibration. It's a concealment, perhaps, just until you're absolutely sure that this is what you want, or this is the journey that you're going to take, and you've just been keeping it under wraps. Maybe it's a bit of a secret love affair with a Leo, with a fire sign. Your second oracle card is Watchtower of the West, Autumn. Beautiful tower with the leaves and the stars. Watchtower of the West. West for me is fire energy again, and look at all the fire here. Autumn and the West is very much fire. And it's now. I mean, this is now. I don't think this is it talking about next autumn. This is now. This is happening now. We are very much in this season. So either this has happened already and you're with this person, or this union with a fire sign is about to happen. And I love the balance of fire and water with you, Scorpio. It's the ultimate yin-yang balance and partnership, the fire and water energies, your water and this fire. And we do have pentacles. We have this as very earthy card for me. And you have the 4 of Pentacles and the 5 of Pentacles. So also progression showing there. So this is really lovely. And I really do wish you the very best with this union. It's definitely divine and very, very exciting with from a romantic standpoint, let's just say. Okay, so we'll put those to the side and we shall move on to Scorpios in the 3rd decan, or those born between the 13th and the 22nd of November. If you're born between these dates, you are also ruled by Venus as well as Pluto. And you had this beautiful little shell that I found in the Red Sea as a guardian of your cards. So let's have a look what we have for you. We have the 4 of Wands again, which just came up in the last one. I mean, in this, it is the sign of 1111. It is the sign of union, but there's only one character in this card. So there's a union about to happen, but it hasn't happened yet. There's still just the one person waiting for their partner to come along and create the 1111 union. But undoubtedly an amazing start to your reading. Those born between the 13th and the 22nd of November, also known as the 3rd decan of Scorpio. You have the 8 of Wands, more fire energy. You have the 9 of Wands. Oh my gosh. This is like total, ultimate wish fulfillment. Getting what you want, getting what you've desired, what you've been working towards. Fire, fire, fire energy here, Scorpio. And you have the 2 of Pentacles. The 2 is, again, it represents union. It represents balance. It can represent a choice between 2 paths, 2 people. And it obviously is the earth sign, and you have the moon there, beautiful moon. Beautiful moon energy. And we are in the 12/12 moon portal at the moment. She looks a little bit like Cinderella. And that looks like the carriage that was a pumpkin. But I sort of feel like I think midnight has come and gone, and this carriage is not turning back into a pumpkin. This Belle of the Ball will be Belle of the Ball forevermore with her fiery partner. That's lovely. So let's have a quick look now at what Tarot Nefertari have to say. Okay. One by one, you have the 8 of Pentacles. Incredible card. Incredible abundance. Look at all the abundance. Look at all that gold, those pentacles on the tree, a tree of life. It's full of fruit, full of grapes. He's making wine. He's going to make wine from those grapes. He's grown all of that abundance himself. And it's pentacles, earth energy, so Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. You have the Knave of Swords or the Page. Pages talk about pages and knaves, or princesses as well. Princesses are also the knave or the page. Talks about a message coming in. Someone's going to communicate with you, maybe about the love that they have for you. Maybe it's your Prince Charming or Princess Charming. You also have the Six of Cups, victory in love, success in love, success in emotion, happy, successful emotions all the way. Cups energy is obviously Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. That's your energy, Scorpio. And we have the Four of Swords. So we have another four. There have been a lot of fours. I mean, you've got the 8, obviously that's 2 fours. And you've got the 4 of Wands. And you've got the 8 of Wands. So 4s are 1111. There's a lot of 1111s here now. And in terms of this 4 of Swords, the 4 of Swords and the Knave of Swords. The Knave of Swords looks like he's looking behind him into the past. And she very much looks like she's dwelling in the past. So I think there's been some pain. There's been some anguish, some heartbreak that you've been dealing with. But I really feel that you've done your healing, Scorpio. You've come through this time of hardship and heartache. And, you know, in all these cards, you've got... In all these other cards, they're looking to the future. They're looking outward, forward, progress. These two are even looking at each other. So, well done for all the healing that you've been doing on yourself, Scorpio. That's beautiful. It's not been easy, but you've done it. And I think that you're bringing this in now. You're bringing in this 6 of Cups. You're bringing in this 8 of Pentacles, this 4 of Wands, and the 8 and 9 of Wands. Let us look at your 2 Witch's Wisdom Oracle cards. So you've got the Watchtower of the East, spring, beautiful tower with all those daffodils. Spring and the East are air energies. So you could be talking about an air sign. You may have had, oh, sorry, my lovely. Sorry, my cat was underneath my feet. I didn't realise she was there. So this could be talking about something that's going to manifest for you in the spring, Scorpio. As we go into this wonderful, exciting new decade of 2020, we're leaving past karma behind in this decade and we're moving forward into somewhere bright, full of flowers, full of beautiful aromas, full of promise. And this is for you. This is what's coming for you very, very soon. And I think we could even talk about the beginning of the year is the entryway to spring. It is the gateway to spring. So it may not be far off. And then the other card you get was tarot cards and guidance. So obviously, if you're watching this, you are clearly enjoying tarot. You're seeing where you can find guidance and healing by watching tarot. You might be exploring tarot yourself. You might be divining the answers that you need. I think you're I think you get a lot from the imagery of the tarot, Scorpio. I think the imagery of the cards, the intuitive messages that come through are really powerful for you. I think you get a lot from that. I think you're able to read into the depth of each card with your laser sight. That is clearly very much your energy with these two birds, these two beautiful birds of prey. So continue to seek guidance, Scorpio. I think that you are manifesting some incredible fire union with a fire sign. We've seen that already in the previous set of cards. And you've done your healing, but we are in a cycle of karma clearing at the moment. So think carefully if there's anything else that you think you might need to let go of and move forward out of that stuck energy where you might have been worried or concerned before. And just know that this is very much your future. It may even be your present. It may be just the energy of spring, the beautiful flowers. Maybe someone has brought flowers for you recently. Maybe they're about to. Maybe there's a Leo or a fire sign that's about to turn up and give you a beautiful bunch of flowers, or yellow flowers specifically. I like to think so. That's fantastic. There's a lot of love here today, Scorpio. So we have very much come to a completion with the circle of life. The circle of life bordered by these two beautiful birds of prey, where you're seeing what you want and you're going after it. There isn't much that can get in the way of lunch when the vulture and the hawk decide it's time for them to enter their cycle of life once more and swoop down and claim what is theirs. They use their inner sense, their third eye, their insight, as well as their to realize, to divine and desire and put out the intention of where they're going to go, where they're going to swoop. And they very, very rarely miss their target. So I think that is a beautiful reading for you, Scorpio. I think that there's a lot of abundance surrounding you at the moment, whether you know it or not. I think you know that you've been working on it, but I want you to know that it's here for you as well. So thank you so much for listening. Thank you so much for sticking with me. I'm glad we've managed to get through this reading after the very strange first reading I did where there was no sound. And thank you very much for sitting with me while I explore this new way of doing tarot with you, looking at the 3 decans within your zodiac. And I hope that it's provided you some illuminating messages. Thank you so much for your support, your likes, your subscribes, your comments, and your shares. And I wish you a very, very beautiful, peaceful holiday season and a very exciting journey through this 12/12 moon portal. We have a fantastic set of moon events coming up. We have an eclipse on the 26th of December, and we have another eclipse on the 12th of January. The 12th of January is when the 12/12 portal is going to arrive and conclude. So we've got until that point really to clear that karma out. But you're well on your way, Scorpio. So thank you again for listening. I wish you all the very deepest love, light, and healing energy from my heart to yours. And I look forward to seeing you soon. Thank you. Bye. And namaste.